Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm bringing you the second part of the story that many of you have been waiting for. If you thought the first part was intense, just wait until you hear what happened next. My wife came back from a date with her lover all smiles, but was horrified when she saw part 2. Hey everyone, I'm back with the promised update. If you didn't read the first part, here's a quick recap. After 5 years of marriage, I found out that my wife was cheating on me. She had been seeing this guy for months behind my back. When I figured out what was going on, I decided to set up a little surprise for her when she returned from another one of her business dinners. So that night she came home, her face glowing with happiness, likely still thinking about him. But her smile quickly vanished as soon as she noticed the suitcases in the hallway. I told her directly that I knew everything and that she needed to leave. You should have seen how she turned pale and froze. But she gathered her things and left without much of a fight, probably heading straight to her lover. After she left, I thought that would be the end of it. I packed up her things and figured that this chapter of my life was over, but life turned out to be much more unpredictable. A few days passed and then the real storm began. She started sending me endless messages, alternating between apologizing and trying to explain that everything wasn't what it seemed. The strangest part was that she even had the nerve to ask if we could just talk, as if that could fix anything. I tried to ignore her messages, but eventually I agreed to meet her, if only to close this chapter for good. We met at a cafe near our old apartment. This place once meant a lot to us, but now its atmosphere felt cold and distant. When she walked in, it was clear that she had aged significantly over the past few days. Dark circles under her eyes, disheveled hair. She looked like someone who had been through hell. As soon as she sat down, tears started streaming down her face. She began apologizing, begging to come back, and promised that she would never see that guy again. But I knew there was more to the story, and my suspicions were confirmed. She suddenly began telling me that after I kicked her out, she went to her lover's place. Naturally, she hoped that he would welcome her with open arms. However, when she got to his apartment, things didn't go as expected. It turns out that her lover was married too, and his wife had also found out about the affair that same day. And yes, as you might have guessed, she kicked him out. So they both ended up on the street with no money and no roof over their heads. At first, they decided to stick together and try to start a new life, but things quickly went downhill. She realized that her lover wasn't the Prince Charming she thought he was. Without his wife's support, he turned out to be just an ordinary loser who started drinking, lost his job, and acted like a complete wreck. Eventually, he told her he didn't want any more drama and just dumped her, leaving her alone on the street. Now she was sitting in front of me, broken, defeated, and begging for another chance. I knew I couldn't allow myself to be swayed by pity or emotion. I coldly told her that she made her choice and now had to live with the consequences. I wasn't going to be her backup plan, someone she could return to when all other doors were closed. After our meeting, I decided to officially end things and started the divorce process. It wasn't easy, but I know I made the right choice. Over the past few days, I've received immense support from friends, for which I'm very grateful. Now, I'm focused on my work and moving forward. As for her, the last I heard, she's still crashing on various friends' couches, trying to figure out how to rebuild her life. Part of me feels sorry for her, but then I remember her glowing face that night when she came back from that date, convinced she had everything under control. In those moments, I realized that everyone gets what they deserve. Karma, as they say, really does work. Thanks to everyone for the support and advice you gave me in the previous post. It wasn't easy, but I feel that something better is ahead of me without her. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this update and want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as always, drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, take care.